ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert, and I gotta say, I am really glad my family got here in 1828 because Donald Trump just pulled up the immigration ladder behind us. Today, the administration announced a harsh new immigration bill, and I gotta say, Trump is fulfilling at least one key campaign promise.
Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Get the hell out of here!
All right, now don't you dare say, he's just cruelly targeting undocumented immigrants, because the bill wants to reduce legal immigration to the United States by 50%. Melania, honey, I got some tough news. Only 50% of your parents can come to Thanksgiving. I say your mom, she's in great physical shape. Really looking good. Now, the bill sounds bad, but to kind of clean it up a little bit, to take the stink off of it, they gave it a catchy name. The Reforming America Immigration for Strong Employment, or RAISE Act. The RAISE Act, okay? Much better marketing than the original name. The Reforming American Citizenship is Super Tough Act. Yeah. They didn't use that. They didn't use it. I don't know why. It's honest. It's an honest name. Basically, Donald Trump wants to create what he calls a merit-based system that awards points to green card applicants based on such factors as English ability. Yes, immigrants have to learn proper English, like bigly, covfefe, and bing, 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 bing. Bing, bong, bing, 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 bong. And not hard. It's a simple system. It's a simple system. Now, Trump explained his system himself.
As a candidate, I campaigned on creating a merit-based immigration system that protects U.S. workers and taxpayers, and that is why we are here today, merit-based.
Mr. President, wherever you are today, it's not based on merit. But Donald Trump could not be prouder of this bill, saying this would be the most significant reform to the immigration system in half a century. It is a historic and very vital proposal. Yes, extremely historic. We haven't had anything like this since the Whomp the Irish with a Stick Act of 1884. Yeah, eat stick, Patty! Eat stick! Then, Trump explained how this bill is going to help the American worker.
The RAISE Act will give American workers a pay raise by reducing unskilled immigration. This legislation will not only restore our competitive edge in the 21st century, but it will restore the sacred bonds of trust between America and its citizens.
Yeah, before this bill, America had totally lost trust in its citizens. After all, citizens elected Donald Trump. I don't trust us. And we did it. We did it. We did it. I'm not sure the RAISE Act is going to be good for business, because a Washington Post survey of economists found that 89% believe it's a terrible idea for Trump to curb immigration to the United States. Experts overwhelmingly predict it would slow growth, the exact opposite of what Trump wants to do with MAGAnomics. Hold on, Washington Post. Don't say MAGAnomics. It doesn't count as economic policy if it was written by a hat. Now, to defend their new immigration policy, the White House sent out policy advisor and St. Joseph's baby Goebbels, Stephen Miller. It did not go well. It did not go. Could have gone better. He's not a people person. For instance, at one point, CNN's Jim Acosta brought up the poem on the base of the Statue of Liberty, the thing they got there on the pedestal. which does not mention advanced technical degrees, but does talk about welcoming the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. But Miller wasn't having any of it.
I don't want to get off into a whole thing about history here.
Then don't. Or do.
But the Statue of Liberty is a symbol of liberty enlightening the world. It's a symbol of American liberty lighting the world. The poem that you're referring to that was added later is not actually part of the original Statue of Liberty.
This is true. Originally, there was a limerick on there that starts, I think, there once was an immigrant from Nantucket. I can't do the rest. Let's just say the immigrant was an ancestor of Steve Bannon's. But Miller's spat with Acosta got even more heated when talking about the bill's English language requirements.
This whole notion of, well, they could learn, they have to learn English before they get to the United States. Are we just going to bring in people from Great Britain and Australia?
Jim, actually, I have to honestly say, I am shocked at your statement that you think that only people from Great Britain and Australia would know English.
I got to agree with Miller on that one. I'm not sure what Australians are speaking is actually English. That's a right dinkum crikey, g'day wallaby yahoo, serious, mate. One of those is a made-up word. And Miller's out continued to rage.
It's actually, it reveals your cosmopolitan bias to a shocking degree that in your mind, no, this is an amazing moment. This is an amazing moment. That you think only people from Great Britain or Australia would speak English is so insulting to millions of hardworking immigrants who do speak English from all over the world. Yeah, but that's not what you said, and it shows your cosmopolitan bias.
Yes. In this month's issue of Cosmopolitan Bias, it's 69 ways to drive Jim Acosta wild. Drive him wild. What does that mean? What does that mean? In the end, Stephen Miller summed up the Trump immigration policy succinctly.
There's 7 billion people in the world, and so the question of who gets that golden ticket needs to be a discerning process that makes sense.
Look, Miller, if you're trying to prove you're not racist, don't compare this to a movie where a guy enslaved a bunch of little orange people to work in his factory. #free Oompa Loompas.